Hello, Raymond. This is Penelope Pitts, and I just want to say that I really enjoyed reading your post, and I would like to point out some things that I took away from it. You start out by saying the sentence from the story that encapsulates this whole exercise of what defines qualitative research thinking is, but I see how little I saw before. You said the sentence is powerful because it highlights one fundamental truth in qualitative research, and that is how our biases can, as defined by Pollock and Beck, provide a sense of distortion in the results of our studies. And it's true because we all come with biases. You know, Dr. Topovin mentioned in our collaborate that we need to be aware, in our textbook also, we need to be aware of our biases because we all have some perceived or preconceived biases that we bring with us. You know, biases can be, a certain group of people are better at science, or all overweight people are lazy, or whatever, but we need to be aware of the biases that we bring to our research. You said, in fact, one can even argue that the truth mirrors our daily lives. And how often do we move throughout life seeing only a portion of what is in front of us? Is this merely due to our increasing lack of patience, which sometimes we do, have lack of patience, or have biases skew the way we see things, seeing only what we want or want to believe? That's important. And sometimes having biases can help us to cut through the chase. Sometimes it can cause us to not even want to investigate further because we already have an idea of what it is, what it should be. Like in the story with the fish, he looked at the fish. Of course, a fish may have gills. Of course, a fish may have fins, eyes, a mouth. So why do I need to go even further with my investigation? And so the professor kept telling the student, go back, see what you see. What are you seeing? What are you missing? And so, like you said, it could be a lack of patience where we don't want to really dig deep enough or dig deeper because we already have this preconception of what things should be. You said, thus I believe this exercise is twofold. First, by disclosing our understanding of biases, values, and experiences that we bring into a qualitative research. Like I said, we all bring our own, and we need to be quite aware of that. We can then engage in one of the validation strategies of qualitative research, according to Creswell and Poth. If I've learned anything about research in general, is that replication and validation are essential, and that's true. You have to be able to replicate. Whatever you replicate, it has to be able to come out to be like a good finding, the same finding for it to be valid. So that is so true. And you said, lastly, the second, and what I believe is the most important aspect of this exercise is the idea of patience. You said that the data we collect in qualitative research can tell an amazing story, but as the fish document demonstrates, only if we are willing to revisit and continuously observe our data. As the adage goes, patience is a virtue. And we have to be patient. We have to take our time and do our research. We're going to have to spend a lot of time in the field. We may have to keep revisiting our research. We may have to change questions. One question may lead to another question in our research. So it's not a quick process if we want to do it properly. As we see in this story where the professor kept challenging the student to dig deeper. What are you seeing? What are you not seeing? What's there that's sometimes the most obvious is something that we can overlook. And so I truly enjoyed your post and what you brought out of it about our biases. And I look forward to reading more of your discussion boards going forward. Thank you.